Don't forget the logo. Don't forget the logo. Oh. Drum it pop. Drum it pop. Don't you forget the logo. Oh. Drum it pop. Drum it pop. Don't you forget the logo. Oh.
When you pass that, sis looking right in those jeans. You're moving it fast, shaped like an hourglass.
Well, hello, somebody. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Trenches podcast. It's your host, Marlon, Big Favorite. I got the whole crew with me today, man. We all in one family. I got the homie Joe with me, with the hair CL Nola, and we have one heck of a show for you guys today. We're live here at Small Sliders, 1635 Barretary Boulevard in Marrero. And CL, man, you was doing some mic checks earlier. What was going on? I wish you was putting that together early instead of doing them. Y'all missed CL. He was getting his Frank Sinatra on. I don't know what was going on.
Y'all didn't miss nothing.
Well, you know, in real life, I'm real melodious, and I really have a lot inside of me to give to the people. Not only just the ones that's watching, but the ones that's standing in front of us.
That's right.
So when I get here, I have a lot to unload, and sometimes I just gotta let it out melodiously. Because
that whole phrase just sounded wrong in so many ways. Like, so many ways.
It's a few things that don't sound right now, y'all. This playoff picture that's going on right now, we thought we was going to see these teams, but we didn't see those teams. So we're going to talk about that today. And there was just this coaching carousel the last 2 weeks. We have to dive into that. And do we have some coaching changes in the Saints locker room, front office? So we got to talk about those changes this week. In our first hour, we're gonna talk Pels, get into some of their players that's balling right now, and then we'll get in the hour two. But the first thing we're gonna open up with y'all is this playoff picture. But before we get to the playoff picture, I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody clown me. If y'all were able to get in our group messages earlier this week, y'all see these folks was on me about them Cowboys. Lost to Jordan Love. Go ahead, CL. Woo, Stephen, a.k.a. Stephen A. Smith.
Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Well, I mean, we knew the outcome. You know, this is nothing new. This is something that's been transpiring for probably 25 years. So, you know, one time is a coincidence, two times it just happened, and three times it's a habit. So yeah. I think we knew it was gonna happen. That's why I sit here so confidently and tell you the things that I tell you, because I know it's gonna happen. And my lovely co-hosts have to sit here and watch me tell them that I told you it was gonna happen, and here we are today.
Yeah.
Now, I hear what he's talking about. It's a 30 times 10. I mean, 3 times 10, 30. Almost 30 years.
Yeah.
30, yeah. It's a 1, 2, 3. It wasn't that. Just go ahead and say what it is.
30 summers.
But what you think about Baker Mayfield handling business against Philly?
I didn't have no hope for the boy Baker.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. I didn't.
Yeah, you remember because she was reading articles about him throwing incomplete passes on air.
I was reading a lot of things about Baker, and I was like, he made the bed this time around, and he didn't.
He didn't. Now, Joe, they have some injuries out in Buffalo. That was a cold game that was played last week. We're going to get into the Buffalo-Kansas City game. But, I mean, you look at this Buffalo team and what they were able to accomplish, not only during the regular season, but it looks like they're going to be making their way to a potential. This is divisional round, but how do you think they fare against Kansas City?
I mean, the injuries play a big role. I mean, in my prediction, I feel like these are the three outcomes that are going to really happen, is that you have option number one where both offenses are scoring on each other. And then eventually what's going to happen is that probably by the second half, you're going to have one of the defenses who's going to really start locking down the offense enough to where they maybe stop them a couple of touches to where you have that. Then you have option B where it really comes down to where both defenses are doing great. They're shutting the offenses down, and then it comes down to special teams, where whoever gets closest to the field goal is scoring the most special team points. And then number three, then you just have a team. I think that most likely option number three is where Kansas City comes out and just beats the Buffalo because of like injuries, like you stated.
Yeah, I think Gabe Davis is not playing in this one with some other injuries. Because I mean, the Steelers game, it was freezing. It was just freezing, CL.
Oh my God.
But it was the Steelers. So you kind of look at Tampa.
Yeah.
It was a wounded Philly. So I mean,
this is the time of year. This is time of year where, you know, not just your team, not just your front office, but the elements play a part in the football games. And you know just as well as I know, especially Fave knows, nobody wants to get hit in sub-degree weather. It just, I'm sorry, Joe knows as well.
that's right.
It just does not feel good. It's almost like a shocking hit to your body. It's like almost like two hits in one, you know, and it separates the men from the boys. It really decides who wants to play ball and who don't want to play ball.
Yep.
So, and I honestly, this time of year, it comes down to ugly ball as well. So I love it.
I knew it was
I'm
coming.
all for it. I'm all for it, baby.
I like it. History was made. The Cowboys wasn't able to get over their hump and making it to another Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
But it's been, 1992, 1993 since Detroit has won a playoff game.
Jesus.
Is where I understand why some people feel like this game is scripted, because this does look scripted, right? Matthew Stafford goes back to the team who drafted him in the first round. Jared Goff plays against the team that drafted him in the first round. It happens in Detroit. Barry Sanders getting teary-eyed. The interviewing Calvin Johnson is a Hall of Fame talk. Man, see, I got to start off with you on this one. You look at that game and when it went down to the wire, Matthew Stafford was nice. He handled his business. He was 25 of 36, 367 yards. Jared Goff, he looked good too, 22 out of 27 attempts. He didn't have as many passing yards because they were so successful on big plays from St. Brown. So what are some key elements in that game you saw this weekend that stood out?
What I saw a confident quarterback. I saw a guy that wanted to prove the naysayers wrong. I saw a guy that remembered the day he got drafted and also remembered the day he got released, cut, or traded. I also saw Barry Sanders, obviously a gentleman I've met in my past, and I'm grateful to have met Mr. Sanders. And to see him emotional did something for me, because I remember how emotional I was when he up and retired. So this was a big game, not only for the city of Detroit, but actually the state of Michigan, because we know the story and they're almost comparable to the Cowboys as far as this losing streak that's been going on in the past 20, 30 years. So, it was a beautiful game. It was beautiful to see. I think it just really brings out the combination of everything, because if you really sit back and you think about it, the Detroit Lions head coach and defensive coordinator came from New Orleans, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
New Orleans. So, we
Glenn.
feel like we have a piece of it, you know? So it was a beautiful thing to see Mr. Sanders getting emotional, as well as, the Lions doing what nobody really thought they could.
It does make it more exciting, though, y'all. Like, it brings a lot more life to it.
Underdog,
Thank
actually
you.
rises to the top and shows them, hey, I'm actually qualified too, my dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's just beautiful to see. It's a nice story to tell.
Now, we noticed with you, you've been a little tender with Groupie because he's a rookie kicker, right? But I thought the most exciting
nice thing about Groupie, and
it was 5.
You became the groupie.
That was good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, you're right, baby.
Well, you get Malay.
Nice.
I'm here every day, everybody.
Yeah, you're right.
I ain't mad at it. But I wasn't like, woo groupie. I just wanted my boy to succeed like all the other kickers. That's all. Now, what was your question, my baby?
Well, no, you Gucci. There was a very impressive young rookie.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize a rookie quarterback never made it to the Super Bowl. I don't know if this is the year for it, but C.J. Stroud was amazing.
Year of the rookies. I like that.
You like it. 45-14 was the final score against Cleveland. A lot of folks thought that Joe Flacco was going to have this. I mean, he was up for comeback kid of the year. He was CL, and at the same token, you get this young cat coming there, throw 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah, he did.
Was 16 for 21. Now, let me ask you this, CL. Do you feel like Singletary played a major role in this? Was it just this kid's mobility? Because the score, you look at the stats and you think, wow, this kid spread the ball out because Nico Collins had 96 yards and one touchdown. And then Singleton was the lead rusher with 66 yards. So what that says about C.J. Stroud?
Well, let's not forget, the average fan watches highlights. A true NFL insider watches the whole game.
Yeah.
I want to recall and remind y'all in previous podcasts, I told you that Joe Flacco was due for a bad game. Joe Flacco throws a pick six. He throws a pick. He throws back-to-back interceptions and a pick six in this game.
Yep.
So you're almost giving Stroud a 14-point advantage on top of they having a young defense. I spoke about the young defense and how they flew around. I spoke about how the team is so young, they don't even know they're not supposed to be there. That's how crucial it is, right? They don't even know they're not supposed to be there. They don't even know that they're one step away from the AFC Championship game. Like it's not, and I know everybody in Houston is really enjoying themselves right now and really basking in it because we all know Dallas feels like Houston is the little brother in Texas.
Yep.
So to be able to front on Dallas at the same time enjoy
a rookie,
because he's talking about a rookie quarterback, about a rookie head coach.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So there's something there, unfortunately, there's something president is going on in Houston right now. Houston does not have a problem.
Yeah, and it's something to really pay attention to as we move forward in the playoffs. We're gonna get to that here in a second. We're here at Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard in Marrero. Okay. Talk to me now. Cruising, we cruising, baby. They have this king cake shake over here. It's off the chain, and I just had to hand this to Whitney. It's a free small or queso with the purchase of any entree. So we passing these out. For Mardi Gras, y'all like the little.
Well, he started near me. I said, "What is this?"
That look like an old school doubloon. That look like an old school doubloon to me.
That's exact. I
like that.
But I tell you,
that's good marketing.
But I think it's even more old school.
Got his Mardi Gras shirt on.
I tell you,
come on,
Joe.
Mardi Gras season, baby.
Well, guess what? If that's the doubloon, you got the outfit. I tell you something. Let's get the flambeau dance out here because it's cold.
It's freezing.
Let's get the flambeau down.
And this show is cold too, y'all. So we're gonna take a quick break. Y'all don't go anywhere. Y'all watching Inside the Trenches podcast live at Small Sliders. We got to talk this coaching carousel. We also got to get a little more of this playoff. We're going to make some picks right here on this show. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
I got to represent. Fave in this thing. I'm going to make it make sense. You can shake a leg for me. Move them arms for me. Chopper style with it. Chopper style with it. Oh, yeah.
Love is the key. I love showing love. I love being me. I love meditating.
Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Piccolo at Godwin Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Piccolo and the folks over at Godwin Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwinrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwin Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody.
Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Fave Favorite. And when I'm hungry, I like to make my way to Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Simple on purpose. When I tell you their burgers are delicious, has some great sauce on them, I'm telling you, when you're just hungry and just need to grab a quick bite, this is the perfect place for you. Small Sliders. The customer service is nice. It's somewhere you can bring the family, hang out and chill, enjoy the atmosphere. Now I'm a big boy, so when I like to take my Small Sliders, I like to get the biggest smalls. Double patties, bacon, cheese, you name it. Just a delicious burger. And I like to top it off with my favorite, the cookies and cream milkshake. There are 3 delicious flavors: milkshake, chocolate, vanilla, and cookies and cream. Small Sliders. Simple on purpose. Y'all come on and slide through, baby. And let them know that you heard about them on Inside the Trenches with your boy Marlon, Big Fave Favorite. Watch out there now. Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at BigFave504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches.
But I'm ready, Marrero sorcerer. I don't do beef unless it's at a diner. Only thing I'm leaving on this plate is made in China.
Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body.
Yeah.
Hello, somebody. Welcome back to this episode of Inside the Trenches podcast, brought to y'all by Small Slide of 1635 Barataria Boulevard in Marrero. Hey, it's almost lunchtime for us. That's one of my favorite parts of the show. Is at the end of the show when we start eating.
Yes.
Like a dog.
So
It's like a gift.
It is. It's a gift.
It is a gift.
I'm telling y'all have to try that king cake milkshake. It's good. If
The
y'all
fries,
like,
too.
They had cinnamon in it.
y'all
Gotta get
fans
those
of king
fries.
cake.
You know,
Y'all-
I love cinnamon. Yeah.
Shouts out to our folks eating in the crowd. Y'all like king cake? Y'all good on
Like
king
that
cake?
king
Shot
cake,
at you
man?
like
Yeah.
it.
You like that
Have
king cake?
to get that
Okay.
king cake shake.
Yeah, you're
It's-
right.
It's pretty good. Now, a couple cats can't get king cake shakes because they don't have small sliders out in this playoffs, but we're going to get it there.
It's a sad day.
We're going to look at a couple of the games this week. I think that,
Okay.
and in CL, we'll start with you.
Come on.
Because I do know you had the 4 screens working this weekend. We're gonna review these games. We're gonna start with NFC game, Green Bay versus San Francisco. All right, now this is a very interesting game because I think what makes it interesting is Jordan Love.
Yeah.
The way he's been performing. Talk to me, CL. Like before we go picks, what are some key matchups in this one?
Well, the key matchup that when you said the name of those two teams, it immediately made me think about Deebo Samuels against I just had his name, Jair Alexander. Jair's been having a few issues, but lately he's gotten back together, and obviously we know the physicality that Deebo brings to the game. But I also want you to think about not only the running back of I'm about to say Ed McCaffrey, his daddy.
Christian.
Wow. Sorry, Ed. Sorry, Chris.
Shannon Sharp does that because he remembers
I
the little boy.
can't help it. I feel like I played against his pops at some point in time. I don't even know. I always think about it. But Aaron Jones for the Green Bay Packers, the one that ran the 3 touchdowns against the Cowgirls.
Honey
the
yards.
ones that they couldn't stop.
Cowgirls?
Yeah, he's gonna play a factor.
48-32.
Oh, girl, he slid that in real.
Ain't he from Dallas?
See, but that Dallas does that to the media circuit. They do. Every time they find a way to slide in the conversation. Oh, Mike McCarthy's going to say, stay. I guarantee eventually y'all is going to get to Mike McCarthy. Oh, his job is it's always going back to Dallas.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, CL. Go ahead. Proceed, my brother.
Oh no, you're 100% right, brother.
Look at
Because one thing about
Like
this
that.
league is very petty.
when it comes to
And
the
the
Cowboys.
best shine at the prime time, the best shine,
Shine on, my dog.
like Crown Car Wash, but that's a whole nother segment.
We're gonna
We
definitely
gonna
get
get to
the
that.
crown.
We
Joel,
gonna get to that.
Joel, I'm gonna slide over there by you, pun intended, because we had small sliders.
Slide
Yeah, you're right.
on.
Give me your pick. We're gonna do picks right now in this game. We're gonna move to the next one. You got Jordan Love, a very confident Jordan Love. CL talking about Aaron Jones running like a madman right now. Can they go out there and upset San Francisco?
It's gonna be tough because San Francisco has been doing really well as well. So I think that this is, out of looking at all the games, I think that this is going to be a close game. So I think at the end of the day, though, I think San Francisco is going to take it, though. I feel like with San Francisco's run game and their quarterback is doing really well as this. And then Jordan Love, I mean, he's doing phenomenal. He's got Aaron Rodgers behind him, like teaching him what he needs to know. But he is a younger quarterback, so I think that with those two things, San Francisco is going to take this win.
Wood, I want to get your pick in this game. You're going, before you give me your pick, we're going to look at the running backs. Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones. Now, Christian McCaffrey and Aaron Jones are both versatile in their play in terms of catching and running out of the backfield.
All right.
Which one of these running backs are more successful?
I'm gonna go with whatever Joel just said because I trust Joel's opinion, and I respect my boy over here.
Yeah.
I was
Dang.
gonna call you JT. I don't know
Respect.
why. Why is Justin Timberlake in my head? Lord forgive me.
Because they
CL,
cry me a river all the time.
you know I love you, dog.
Because they cry me a river.
But I respect y'all's opinion. Y'all know damn
So you
well.
just gonna pick San Francisco?
Let's go with it. Shoot.
Let's go with.
Let's go,
Let's
San
go with.
Fran.
I'm gonna go. It's just because they had the week off,
Right.
so I'm gonna go with San Fran as well. I do think that Christian McCaffrey. I want to see Jordan Love do it.
Yeah.
I really, really do.
We want to see that.
I'm going to bet on his yards when I do my parlays this weekend.
Parlay.
But when I do my game picks, like team picks, I have to go San Francisco for the safe
We
bet.
actually have an audience guest in here who's saying a lot. What you say, Shotty, baby?
What you say, Shy? Green Bay, San Francisco.
Let's go, Shotty. I saw you mumbling over there.
The Niners. What
Okay.
about you? The Milkman.
What you got, pal? Okay.
Green.
Ooh,
Oh,
he
he
went
picked
down.
very
Buffalo.
He went all the way
Oh,
down.
man.
He went all the way
Oh
down.
man.
That-
He
he,
went to
just
the other-
he just likes playing devil's advocate.
Yeah,
That's what he
that-
likes.
that's
I'm
me.
well, let me just get my 2 cents. I know I'm supposed to stay short, but does that week off on San Francisco actually affect them? We all know what it feels like to have a week
yeah.
off
Yeah.
and not bump uglies, if you will,
Exactly.
He said
during the
fresh.
week. Yeah,
Oh,
during the week.
ugly.
I
Oh,
wonder.
dude.
This is a
You
contact
better
sport.
print out a dictionary. So I
Never
can
forget
know.
how physical this game is. Never forget how physical this
Right.
game is. Do you take a week off? Maybe it works for you. Maybe it doesn't work for you.
Mm-hmm.
But the game will be won at the line of scrimmage. Better
Okay.
believe that. It will be won inside the trenches. And I think on paper, San Francisco has the
I was gonna
advantage
see what you was
on
gonna-
paper.
On paper.
But you know what? On any
Get that
given
paper.
Sunday,
Uh-huh.
you could win or lose. And honestly, I'm going with Green Bay.
Can we just
What-
appreciate that movie, by the way?
Yeah.
Any given Sunday?
Yeah.
On Scorsese?
Classic.
You better
classic
believe
movie.
it.
I ain't
So we
never
gon-
seen it. Forgive me, y'all.
Oh,
You never seen it? Oh, yeah.
God.
Yeah, you and
You
Jock
got
gotta have-
homework to
yeah,
do.
y'all
Yeah.
got
It's a
movie
classic.
You
night.
got
Yeah.
homework. to
classic?
do. Oh,
Yeah.
Is it a
Should have
classic?
When
went
it came
triple.
out.
Jamie Foxx, LL Cool
came
J.
out.
We're gonna keep
Shoulda
going.
went triple.
We're gonna keep going through the picks, right?
Let's go, Marl.
Somebody brought up Buffalo in the crowd, so we're gonna definitely get to that game.
Yeah, you're right.
We got the Chiefs versus Buffalo. It's the
Yeah.
5 p.m. game, 5:30 p.m. game on Sunday. CL, we're gonna start with you. Who you got, Buffalo or Kansas City?
Where is it played at?
It's played in Buffalo.
Would this be the first time that Patrick Mahomes is not going to play a home playoff game in Kansas City?
That is correct, sir.
I'm going with Buffalo.
He's rolling with Buffalo. Okay, I'm going to go against the grain, and I'm going to look at Patrick Mahomes winning 12 playoff games. All 12 games were at home.
Well,
But I think the way his defense is playing right now and his playoff experience, I think Kansas City going to upset Buffalo on the road. With
let me see. Milkman say Buffalo.
time.
Milkman say Buffalo. Milkman son say what you say?
I say Kansas City. oh, yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
Hey,
My
we
boy
gonna
Josh
go with
Allen.
the pay.
Oh,
Let's go. Let's go.
Buffalo?
With the, we going over here with you.
okay, we're going. Okay,
All right,
Kansas
Milkman.
City. Patrick
Milkman, I
Mahomes.
believe you. I believe that Buffalo is a good team, but he has a
Nice.
point. You win in every playoff game.
That's right. Hey, look, Patrick Mahomes' wife and Travis Kelsey, girlfriend
here
Taylor
y'all.
Swift, gonna be in a nice designer. Y'all saw the
Yeah.
jacket.
Shanky.
Yep, Joe, who you got, baby? The Chiefs or the Bills?
Well, since the Swifties are with the,
Oh, Lord.
Lord.
I'm gonna have to
don't
pull a
know. I
Kanye
don't
on
know
him and
now.
Jesus.
go.
Shout out to the Swifties.
I love you, Swifties, but I'm gonna have to go with my Buffalo.
Okay,
Go ahead,
Buffalo.
Buff.
Buffalo.
Ooh, Buffalo.
Bills
So-
Mafia.
So we even right here on Inside the Trenches with that
Yeah.
game. So y'all make sure y'all check that one out. That's going to be the Sunday game, CBS 5:30 Central Time.
5:30.
All right, let's go back to them youngsters. And here's a guy I think, and I'll go ahead and do my pick on this one first. Saturday at 3:30 p.m., ESPN, ABC, or ESPN Plus, the Texans take on the Ravens.
All right.
I'm going with the Ravens because of Lamar Jackson,
Wow.
the way
Yes.
he's playing. Odell Beckham, Uptown Boy, Newman in the building.
Let's go.
And their defense is rolling with LSU's very own Patrick Queen, who's in
Yeah.
the Pro Bowl. I'm taking the Ravens to win. I got Derek Stingley. Sorry, Coach Stingley. I know my boy rolling. Christian Harris. These kids are all little mentors, little mentees of ours. But I think next year Texans are gonna really make a big push. But the Ravens go ahead and I'm with you on that shot, that maturing. CL, what you got, brother?
Back to the point I made earlier, the Texans don't know what they don't know. The Texans truly don't know what they don't know. But I'll tell you what I know. Lamar Jackson is beyond dynamic.
Yes, he is.
If it comes down to it, I believe Lamar will do what Lamar does. He's
Gonna do what he
unbelievable.
came here to
I
do.
know he took a week off, which I don't know. Once again, I don't know if that holds true or bad. We don't know until Sunday. But a healthy Lamar Jackson on a Sunday, it's hard to pick against, baby. I'm going with the Ravens.
What you got with the hell?
I'm going with the Ravens.
Okay.
Mainly because I watched them boys play. And look, you're right. Everything that you listen, Lamar, yeah. Shout out to Lamar. Right?
Yeah.
And my man loves the Baltimore Ravens, so
Yep.
and
That's a
there's a
solid team.
reason.
You don't want
Yeah.
confrontation in the household. I like
There
that.
you
I
go.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, you're right.
No confrontation.
You're right.
So who you got, Joe?
Okay, y'all. I knew y'all were all going to choose the Ravens, so I actually came prepared, and I believe that I think we're going to see an upset. I really do.
You the lone wolf?
I'm the lone wolf.
Let me hear that howl. Let me hear it.
Lone wolfing it over here.
Lone wolf.
Okay, but here, get my rationale.
All
Okay,
right.
so yes, the Ravens did beat them pretty badly before. So there is, but remember, y'all, when you're the top team, you're the king of the mountain. Everybody's gunning for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yep.
Those people, they remember that. They're
for
like,
sure.
no, we are not going to let this happen again. So they are pulling out all the stops to make sure that they are ready for this team. And I think that what's going to end up happening is that the Ravens are not going to take it serious enough. And they're going to come out.
So guys, we got about 30 seconds here. Real quick, our final pick. We got we got Buccaneers playing the Lions. I'm going with the Lions, man. I think Calvin Shepard, my homeboy, coach of the Lions, he's gonna get it going. Who you got?
I hate to do it, but I got the Lions, man.
Lions. Who you got?
Just because my boys say the Lions, we going Lions.
Bucks.
No.
It didn't take him long.
Do you know where I live? Like, I
Right.
live
Right.
in New Orleans, man.
you're right.
Right.
No matter what, even if Tampa was clearly the winner, I'd be like Detroit Lions. Like, that's it.
We'll be back at Small Sliders.
And I ain't going out like that. You keep calling my phone. Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Fave Favorite with Inside the Trenches podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stump Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby, and let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches podcast with Marlon Big Fave Favorite. Watch out there now.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right. When you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody.
truth be told. Lanes of gold, raised in the 504, but the 225 made me legendary flow off the chart. Man, my skills are hereditary. Timing is now. Be bold, be proud. Hold your ground.
Welcome back, baby. We here at Inside the Trenches. We're still in hour one. Hey, don't get it twisted. We got a whole nother hour with y'all.
Yeah, you're right.
Really great show here. So we got into the playoffs, talked about those different things. And before we started, I was talking about the coaching carousels, all of the hires and the fires. I think the transition in New England was pretty much spot on. I kind of thought that it was a mutual separation, and then they moved right up. That was pretty mutual. Pete Carroll looked like he stepped down as head coach, right? He's going to be more in a consultation role.
Reluctantly.
Oh yeah, he gonna be fine.
I feel he reluctantly stepped down.
You felt like, okay.
There was pushback.
Yeah, I felt like he reluctantly stepped down.
We understand.
Pressed out, if you will.
And they kind of been struggling. This is not the Seattle with Russell and the Legion of Boom, so I can see why that happened. And then, of course, in Tennessee, Coach Mike Venable, they released him. His name popped up. I saw he interviewed for the Chargers job.
Yep.
Ron Rivera's out at Washington. Atlanta got rid of Arthur Smith. They said the Saints did that. Yo, James. We're going to talk about the Saints in a second. Yeah. Brandon Staley, we knew that was over. That's actually the job that Sean Payton wanted. And of course, Frank Rich, that was early on in the season. They got him, like, it was Weezy out of there. Josh McDaniels, Weezy out of there. We talked about Bill Belichick. It's just so many different things, candidates open. But the one that stuck out to the folks that we're going to take care of the home base on this one. This one, I'm going to open the floor to my co-host. The New Orleans Saints terminated 2 offensive coordinators along with parting ways after 18 years in New Orleans, 15 years in New Orleans.
Yep.
They ended up parting ways with Pete Carroll. No, Pete Carmichael.
Pete Carmichael.
He was here for 15 years.
He was talking about the years. Carmichael is one of the
longest running.
Original,
Yeah, I thought he said 3 total. I was like 2 total.
No, it was 3 coaches gone.
3 coaches though.
Got you.
But they got rid of Carmichael. Let's open it up the floor. Let's discuss. There's so much to unpack with this. CL, you are. This is your Chris's take. We got to roll with this segment. Of course, it was time. But what were your thoughts on the fire and what is the direction they're going to take next?
Well, my lovely co-host.
I'm glad you asked, good sir.
I'm so glad you asked. I think y'all recall in previous podcasts, I kind of told you what was going to have to happen moving forward, that they couldn't sell season tickets to season ticket holders for, talking about they're going to run it back. I told you that, Carmichael would have to be the man out. They actually took it a little further and got rid of some assistants. The running back coach Joe ended up taking a lateral move, going to the Giants as their running backs coach. But we definitely kept Doug Monroe and Jari Evans as the offensive line coach. But we did clear house per se offensively.
I mean, we keep on picking on you about Groupie. He's a part of the Saints team, right? He wasn't the whole reason Pete Carmichael. I mean, he's not even on the offensive, side of the ball. But I mean, what are your thoughts on them releasing Coach Carmichael?
I knew it was huge. Honestly, I feel like you cannot. Like, I want to know, when was his decline for real? Like, he's been around for so long, but when was his decline in coaching?
The second Coach Payton walked out of the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what? Some people under the coaching umbrella, or really any leadership umbrella where you fall under, once that leader goes, you kind of lose momentum. You know what I mean? So honestly, if that was the case, the second my boy said I gotta go, he should have been gone. And I don't think it was a bad move on the Saints' part then. But if this was something that was just one season, you know what I mean?
Right.
Then I disagree.
It was time, huh, Joe? Talk to us about this move.
I mean, just like CEO said, like we've been saying this all the time. This is my opinion. 1 down, 1 to go. We still got that one other one we still got to get rid of.
Surely.
But yeah.
What's his name?
DA.
Oh, okay. All right.
Charlie.
Yeah.
District Attorney.
District Attorney. Yeah, get rid of the District Attorney. No, but seriously, we should do that too.
Yeah.
No, I'm happy about it to see it, but just like CL and Marlon pointed out, is that I'm glad that the offensive coaches, the offensive line coaches stayed because they did a really good job. Because remember, we drafted that left tackle,
Penny.
Yeah, Penny, and he
First
just
round
fell
pick.
apart.
Yep.
But they were able to bring it back later on in the season, so I'm glad that we were able to keep them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really did. Doug Monroe and Jari Evans did an impeccable job on keeping that
with what they
offensive
had.
line together because obviously we thought Penning would start at left tackle and it didn't work out for her injury wise. But being able to throw Pete in at left tackle and using Hurst at left guard. Obviously, McCoy stayed strong in the middle. Ruiz at left guard as well as, and this was the big thing. We didn't know that Ramczyk would drop off so much.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
We didn't realize that our perennial Pro Bowl right tackle would not only have injuries, but possibly have career-ending injuries. So it really was a gumbo pot in a mixer of offensive lines and backups and guys that's coming from off the street at some point in time. So shouts out to Coach Monroe and Jari for keeping us together on that O-line.
We look across the league at some of the top names that's in the hat. The name that pops up the most, obviously, is Coach John Gruden. It's no secret because he spent years with Derek Carr, and that was some of Derek Carr's successful years under Coach Gruden. And then you look across, you see what Ty Monken is able to do as an offensive coordinator. Was our guy at LSU for a while. What he's able to do in regards to getting coaches in. So some names are popping up. Before we get into more of the Saints, any of you guys, just let me know, who do you think may end up picking up this offensive coordinator position?
I've been screaming out his name since he became available, since we became available. I like Eric Bieniemy making that lateral movement over from Washington to being the New Orleans Saints offensive coordinator, but I don't have a problem with John Gruden. I don't.
Okay.
So whatever they want to do, however they want to do it, let's do it. But we got to do something.
Joe, you feel the same way? I mean, I know they mentioned Joe Brady. It's going to be hard to get. I mean, easy to get him to come back down south, but I just think Buffalo going to make it hard because, he changed their season around.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely tough, especially people. Like, another thing that people don't take into consideration is the environment of the city that they're going to live in.
Right.
So, because remember, these are guys that have families.
Right.
So they look at like what the education is like around, and they look at those different factors. And so as New Orleans, our reputation in those areas are not the best.
So you're saying,
So,
knowing that they have situations like that, maybe we should veer over to a younger head coach, because now the more I do my homework, Kingsbury don't seem like a bad idea to me.
Yeah.
I want to get back to scoring 30 points.
Those are just factors that people don't think about. And me being in real estate, that's huge.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about that, is that what is my kid's education going to be like? What's my family going to be
Yeah.
like? Are they going to feel
Well, the
safe?
crazy part about it is not too many New Orleans Saints actually stay in the city of New Orleans. So they
could
venture off into other parishes.
Cam Jordan doesn't.
And they go, well,
He lives in
Cam
Meadow.
is a very special guy.
Yeah.
Cam has been in New Orleans for over a decade. So, he's felt the flavor, and know how to matriculate around the city. But I'm talking about the more
new
recent
ones.
guys. They're going to be in the rural area where people like me would give them, or people like you would give them reference. Hey, maybe you should stay in Destrehan.
Yeah.
Maybe uptown New Orleans is not the place for you.
Exactly.
Yep. So what we're looking at right now is the right fit in the long run.
Yeah.
We're looking at a team, in my opinion, that whatever decision they make, it doesn't need to lean towards going with a coach that is so proven, because the game has evolved so much since then. The game is evolved.
Yep.
You have more quarterbacks that's fast. You have a quicker game. So we really have to look at that. So I do like Coach Kingsbury. I think we do need to look at how he was able to transfer Lamar.
Right.
We do need to look at where we're at right now. We're married to Derek Carr for at least another year.
Yep.
So despite how we feel, we do.
Contractically.
What you say there? Contractically.
When it comes to, all right, what I mentioned, the whole momentum, like when you have a coach and he's coming in, right? The energy that Gruden would have with Derek Carr, wouldn't that be a no-brainer? Or do you think that you have to consider the other factors? To me, on the outside looking in, because I'm not this sports connoisseur,
Right.
I'm looking from the outside like, dang, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this man knows the strengths and the weaknesses that this quarterback has.
I could kind of give you some of the math on that, right? So, yeah, a Gruden situation would be a no-brainer. But you also have to realize this is the National Football League, and there's tape on Gruden's offense, right? Right? Maybe what Kingsbury's going to do for us, maybe what Eric Bieniemy is going to do for us is not necessarily on tape just yet. But what Coach Gruden will bring in is already on tape already. So it's almost that's why we almost kind of lean into the younger, more, I don't want to say inexperienced guy, but the less seasoned guy. Because the young offenses, the things that haven't been thought of yet, the things that haven't been tried yet, that's what I think we need to embark on moving forward.
Well, we have a lot to talk about with the New Orleans Saints. We're going to take a quick break. We're here at Small Slide at 1635 Barrett Boulevard in
Marrero.
Yeah, y'all got it down
I thought you was gonna do it.
I wanted to leave it for y'all.
good.
Y'all got it.
Good.
You got it. So we're gonna come back, y'all. Here, y'all don't go nowhere. Inside the Trenches podcast. We got to talk more Saints, man. What they talking about over there, smacking and stuff on the mic?
Oh
yeah.
Come on.
You gonna need somebody. Hello, somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gonna be somebody. You never know when you gonna need somebody. Well, hello, it's Marlon Big Fave Favorite with Inside the Trenches podcast. Are you looking for a brand new car? Or you're tired of what you're driving around in? Or you just need wheels? Well, if that's the case, you need to visit Marrero Motors, 1512 North Causeway, Metairie, Louisiana. At Marrero Motors, our buddy Alberto will get you in a vehicle that fits you that day with no problem. They have vehicles that are pre-owned. You could do a trade-in that day and ride off in something that day. Visit MonteroMotors.com for more information and let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches podcast. Hello. Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Fave Favorite, recruiting coordinator at Cafe Hope. If you're on the West Bank of New Orleans and between the ages of 18 and 23, come join our team. Benefits from learning and earning, getting certifications, life skills, and career training. Cafe Hope is a nonprofit culinary art and life skills program. Let Cafe Hope be the stepping stone to your next career choice. Come visit us, 1151 Barrett Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Give Big Fave a call, 504-350-1218, or send them an email, marlon@cafehope.org. For more information, visit cafehope.org. Cafe Hope, the next step in life, baby. Hello, somebody.
It's that boy Fred, host of FanView Podcast. Tune into the NOTN app weekdays, 3:30 for the FanView Podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com.
somebody? It's your boy Marlon, Big Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at BigFave504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners.
From the banks to the riches, we've been on for a minute. From the start to the finish, this love is replenished.
I don't care what nobody say, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. This weather is off the chain. We back here at Inside the Trenches podcast. They said it's 50-something degrees, but it feel all the 70 out here. I'm here with my co-host, if y'all just joined us, my man Joe, with the hair, my man CL Nola, baby. And we talking Saints, right? So earlier this week, as everybody locally had anticipated, we anticipated somebody to talk about what's the next move going to be with the coaches, right? So Mickey Loomis came to the podium. We thought we was going to hear one thing, but we heard something else. Let's just run a clip, Mike.
Running.
Bill Belichick. Here's his first 3 seasons: 6-10, 7-9, 7-9. Tom Landry, 0-11, 4-9, 5-8, 4-10, 5-8. Hall of Fame coaches, all of them. Bill Walsh, first year, 2-14. Second year, 6-10. So I think the easy thing to do is just look at the results and say, oh, no, we've got to have a change. You got to look beyond that. You know, what are the reasons why we were 9-8 instead of, 13-4? And look, it's collective. It's the players. It's the coaches. It's me. It's our personnel staff, our roster. It's variables sometimes that we don't have any control of. And so my assessment is Dennis Allen is a good coach. And again, with Sean Payton, we went 10-6 the first year, but then we were 7-9, 8-8. I heard some of the same noise. But at the time, I knew we had a good football coach. And so I think sometimes the hard thing to do is to be patient and recognize your other shortcomings and get those fixed. And that's what we're doing.
General Manager Mickey Loomis of the New Orleans Saints. He's been here. Mickey's been here just as long as Coach Pete Carmichael since 2016. He's been in that position as decision maker over the Saints, over the organization. There's a lot to unpack here. I'm gonna definitely pass it over to my co-host here in a second. But shout out to Laura Parsons. One thing that she taught me was, take that gum out of your mouth before you do any interviews. That is the most rude thing you can possibly do when talking to somebody. Secondly, you shouldn't refer to your fans and your supporters and your season ticket holders as outside noise. I thought that was very disrespectful. Tom Landry, Bill Belichick, all of these guys, they were first-time head coach.
I know.
This is our second time, right, y'all, seeing Dennis Allen try to attempt this and fail. I'll speak more about this, but I'm going to just open the floor to my co-host. What do y'all thought about that?
Ooh, man. You know how I felt about this. I think I was the one. I said to y'all, I was like, y'all see this?
Yeah.
Man, just like you said, Marlon, he starts off comparing Dennis Allen, who did terrible with the Raiders, to Hall of Fame coaches. And that was their first years. This is not his first year. So it just, I feel so bad because Mickey Loomis did help, was part of the organization when they went to the Super Bowl. And then he's dying on a hill that everybody sees is not worth dying for. And I just feel bad for the guy because, how can you watch that video and be like, yeah, I did well with that. That was good.
Whitney, you've been in production now for a while.
Yeah.
Working at WWL behind the scenes. Thank you for coming up all from behind the scenes on our podcast this season, right? Thank you. Shouts out to you. Just watching that interview, what are your thoughts just from a producer standpoint?
So misophonia, I had to look it up. That is the word that describes the pet peeve for people chewing gum. That irks me. Okay.
She discovered she had.
So listen, even having conversations with my mama, and she has gum in her mouth, I do this. And I make her put the gum in my hand. I don't care how dirty it is. I don't care. Just put the gum in my hand. So that was my biggest thing, right? Now, again, the you kind of discrediting the importance of the fan. You already looking crazy, my dog, because how else do you make your money? Without fans, we're not coming to see y'all.
Outside noise.
Outside noise. We're coming to see y'all. And we're not coming to see Dennis Allen. So whatever you feel about Dennis Allen, and it seems like you're almost like blind to the mistakes that are being made. So unbiased opinions only during interviews. I feel like sometimes when he's talking, he's like, yeah, that's my buddy. That's my buddy. He messes up, but that's my dog. Yeah, but if your dog not doing the right, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And she doesn't like smacking. I have an underbite, and she almost punched me last week when I was having my milkshake. CL, your thoughts? You've been sitting over there quiet. I'm pretty sure you have a lot to say about this interview. Talk to us about your thoughts on Mickey Loomis and rolling with Dennis Allen.
Yeah, we do understand that the gum was unnecessary.
It was just disrespectful. I'm sorry.
I do. No, it's all good, man. I do understand that. Well, first of all, I don't have on black and gold for a coincidence. Right? I don't have on black and gold because I look good in black and gold. I have on black and gold because I stand in solidarity
with the black
and gold and the New Orleans Saints.
All right.
Mickey Loomis is the only GM that we know of to bring us to the Super Bowl, and not just bring us, winning.
Yep. Mickey
understands the gumbo that it takes to make a good team. The problem that we as New Orleans people, fans, endeavors, whatever you want to call yourself, we have no sense of patience. We have no sense of patience. We have not given the quarterback in a new system a whole complete year before we was asking for him to be fired. I understand its ups and downs. I even understand his comparisons to the Hall of Fame coaches. I do get that, no, this is not his first chance. But the point that he's making is you don't just blow it up thinking that something new will be the outcome. If there's a trend that's going on right now, because think about it. Did we suck last year? I'm asking you, my co-host, did we suck last year?
Last 3 years.
No, let's just talk about last year. Did we suck last year?
Yep.
Pretty bad.
We sucked and still had a winning record. We sucked and still had.
But the bare minimum should not be what we're reaching for.
Deep game, Pimpin'. We sucked and still had a winning record. We sucked and still was playing for the playoffs.
So,
we sucked and still was playing for the everything. So despite of Dennis Allen.
Okay.
Despite of it's because one thing New Orleans Saints fans don't never do, they don't never factor in injuries.
Before we start talking about the season ticket holders again, you're siding with Mickey Loomis in this interview.
I'm not siding with Mickey. I'm not siding with.
I'm asking. So it's because
I'm a New Orleans Saint.
Okay.
I want to win. I don't care about gum. I don't care about all this frivolous stuff. I care about wins and losses. Were we a winner last year? Yeah. Could we have been better? Yeah. Did we fall short of our goal? Yes. How do we get better? What he said at the end made all the sense in the world, because this is what I've been telling y'all. We stuck with Carl. Fortify the offensive line, begin to run the ball better, help the defense, get better defensive ends and defensive linemen, and fortify the offensive defensive line if you want to be better. We're only one game away from winning the division and in the playoffs. Do you think we wouldn't go beat the Philadelphia Eagles in New Orleans?
This is my whole thing, and I love you. You're siding with him. I got you. So here's
I'm with the black and gold. I don't care what Dennis say.
Here, I feel you. So we had an opportunity to see what Dennis Allen was able to do in the Raiders. I'm counting them years as a head coach.
I don't count the Raiders.
I'm counting them.
You know why I don't count the Raiders? Because they're dysfunctional. The Raiders have been dysfunctional for 30 years, almost worse than the Cowboys. The Raiders are actually worse than the Cowboys.
I saw a dysfunctional Saints team. I see a coach that continues to recycle. I see a GM that is delusional. You bring up Tom Landry. You bring up all of these Hall of Fame coaches. Dennis can't wear those guys jockstrap.
He wasn't.
Hold on, loudmouth pimping. I got your loudmouth
Well, I'm making a
pimping.
t-shirt of that.
I'm looking like Soul Saint.
Soul Saint wish he could look like this.
Oh, you were the first Soul Saint, baby.
In Marrero.
But what I'm gonna say is this here. We got about a minute left here in this segment.
Oh, I ain't got the
What I'm gonna tell y'all, and we're gonna come back because I figure this is something. What I mean by delusional, you believe in your own failures. You didn't have 5 years to see if this man can be a head coach. He just can't be no head coach. That's just the bottom line. Now, I might be wrong, but I'm looking at the trajectory of the league, how fast Michael Parsons is, by the way, you play Cowboys next year.
Yes,
Hello, somebody.
Yes,
and I'm looking at, and Derek Carr just doesn't have the mobility. So unless you're about to spend all of your first-round picks, all of your picks on offensive line,
correct,
man, you sound crazy, man. Okay. We'll be back inside the trenches at Small Sliders.
Them switches, 4 down in inches, man, you gotta get this licking. 3 kings on honor roll, plus you gotta pay tuition. Nobody crying dog ain't handing out no tissues like big dog, big as a gorilla.
Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Piccolo at Godwin Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Piccolo and the folks over at Godwin Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwinrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwin Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Favorite. And when I'm hungry, I like to make my way to Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Simple on purpose. When I tell you their burgers are delicious, have some great sauce on them, I'm telling you, when you're just hungry and just need to grab a quick bite, this is the perfect place for you. Small Sliders. The customer service is nice. It's somewhere you can bring the family, hang out and chill, enjoy the atmosphere. Now I'm a big boy, so when I like to take my Small Sliders, I like to get the biggest smalls. Double patties, bacon, cheese, you name it. Just a delicious burger. And I like to top it off with my favorite, the cookies and cream milkshake. There are 3 delicious flavors: milkshake, chocolate, vanilla, and cookies and cream. Small Sliders. Simple on purpose. Y'all come on and slide through, baby. And let them know that you heard about them on Inside the Trenches with your boy Marlon, Big Favorite. Watch out there now. Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at BigFave504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches. I've been on for a minute. Game time, carry on, I'ma finish. Real life and it's far from a gimmick. Now you see what we winning.
I love it, baby. We passionate about the New Orleans Saints around here. Some people pass by the Cowboys in San Francisco. I saw about 5 San Francisco flags pass. We back here at Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard in Marrero. And it's a beautiful day. The clouds are out. It's sunny. And CL look like your car a little dirty, dog. I'm not used to this, bro. You must have didn't head over there by Crown.
It's beyond dirty, my baby. I think I went through a freeze this week. I had ice dripping and not the rims dripping. So at least today, on this beautiful day at 1336 Stone Boulevard, I can put my crown on and get myself back together.
You know what though? Be careful, because they got another freeze this weekend. So we're gonna have to do that tonight, and you're gonna have to roll back over there. Couple days.
Well, that's the beautiful part about it, Whitney. 24 hours.
Hello.
I appreciate that.
Hello.
Yeah, we keep it
going. I gotta stay fresh, freeze, or no freeze.
Yeah.
All day, baby. Make your way over the Crown.
Hey.
So things got heated last segment because we're passionate about our team. CL felt he wasn't fully siding with Mickey Loomis, but he understood what Mickey was saying. And every logical mind would. You make sure that you go with your gut feeling on your team.
Right.
But you don't discredit the journalist who's been following this team for all of these years, the fans who spend a lot of money. See, Mickey, you wasn't here when fans was wearing paper bags over their head, brother.
Nope.
You wasn't here. You was out in Seattle. And like I said, me and Mickey talked a couple of times since my team with the Saints, and I do commend him for being able to be a part of this league for all of those years. But I think right now, along with the smack, and I thought, like I said, see, I don't have an issue with that. I have an issue with that because psychologically, you just disrespected everybody, and that's not cool. But that's your guy. But next year, what you saying? Because all those coaches you were talking about, you were saying, oh, Tom Landry did this in the such as it was the 70s.
Yeah.
DeAnds was running 5.5s. Michael Parsons running a 4.3 CL. So that's all I was saying on that.
I understand the logic, right? Because as men, we're logical creatures, right? So I understand the logic of what Mickey was speaking of. And what I want to do is I want to take the time out to apologize to my co-host because I am very passionate. I am very boisterous.
You was yelling.
Man, I was smiling.
I
was smiling the whole time. I was like, yeah.
I am a very passionate individual, but I will tell you this. I don't feel disrespected by Mickey because obviously I'm with one of those people that's in the dome on Sunday. But there's only one person that is the GM of the New Orleans Saints that have won a Super Bowl, and that's Mickey. Unless the fan base is ready to fire Mickey and make me the GM of the New Orleans Saints, we gonna have to roll with Derek Carr and whatever Mickey talking about.
Yeah.
So realize we need everybody to get on board. We need to fortify this offensive line, do something about this defense, maybe get some young safeties up in there. But this is what we have moving forward. And I love y'all to death, but realize I'm passionate and I bleed black and gold. So we going all in because we ain't nothing but one game away. One game.
I mean, his Carreras are definitely black and gold.
I mean, for me, this is because CL and I were saying pretty much the same thing, is that I did not forget that Mickey Loomis was the one that brought us to the Super Bowl and brought it home.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about Mickey, and what makes me upset is that he's trying to die on a hill that if he would just deliver the message a little bit different, just say like, hey y'all, like, yes, we invested heavily into Derek Carr because Dennis Allen believed this and everything. It didn't work out as what we thought, but hey, we still did well those last 2 games, which shows us really good stuff. And you know what? I'm hearing the fans and everything. I understand y'all are upset, and you know what? I'm the same thing. I definitely feel like, but hey, we're gonna go out there and be better.
It's his approach.
It's the approach.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Just change the approach and nobody will be upset.
And I don't think he's being very transparent. I think that is the takeaway. Like when
it's
you're
the
watching,
politics.
it's like you're not being very, very transparent. Therefore, fans are feeling left out and shut out. And now you're calling us outside noise. So
he's trying to be political and he's not good at it.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Now you want to stop on
I just want to just say, you know, and I get what y'all saying, but as a GM of a football team in the National Football League, if you want to make everybody happy, sell ice cream. Don't be a GM of a football team.
Nick Saban.
Except for lactose intolerant.
I get it. I get
not gonna make them happy.
I get it.
It's not about.
I get the message.
It's not about keeping them happy. It's keeping them spending their money. Now,
exactly.
I know spending their money
like Jerry Jones do.
If you go, but he got 5 Super Bowl rings.
But he sells delusion every year.
Yeah, but it's 5 Super Bowl rings. And Mickey sound like
Were you alive?
We sound like Dallas East. We was the Dallas East Saints the other day when he was talking. He sounds just like Jerry.
If Mickey is selling delusion, Jerry is selling
Here's the difference. Mickey is selling his delusion with 1 Super Bowl ring.
You ain't did enough.
Jerry doing his delusion with 5. Now, let's get to the team who's not being delusional, and they're in the parking lot. The New Orleans Pelicans. The other day they took on a Charlotte team with probably one of the better guards in LaMelo Ball in the league and beat them 132 to 112. Zion looked like he's back in rare form. This team looks good. 25-17. Talk to me about them Pels, y'all. We'll start with you, CL, because you look like you itching to talk about Zion. Go ahead.
No, I actually want to say shouts out to LaMelo for coming back to New Orleans. He spent some time here when his brother was here. We were able to chop it up and hang out in the back. And
Ice cream.
I'm so grateful for him to come and ball out against us, but obviously Zion did put the clacks on him at some point in time. But once again, the New Orleans Pelicans is
Gotta be careful with the clacks.
Yeah. Google clacks. New Orleans Pelicans is the deepest team in the association. So I wasn't surprised of the outcome. 120, 130 points a game. Now it's almost starting to be the norm. So we have another game tonight at 7:00 in the Smoothie King Center. I would love for all you guys to come through. It's going to be a beautiful situation because we know we are must-see TV.
We're going to beat the brakes off the Suns, we do know. But I want to go over to you, Joel. CL made a good point. They have a good bench, but I'm looking at their star players. B.I. playing just off the chain from an assist standpoint. C.J. McCollum, I think he had the high the other night.
He did.
I mean, these dudes are just playing up to speed. Do you see this team really getting deep in the playoffs, Joe?
I mean, if we have no injuries and like we've always been having every single year, just nonstop, I do see it. Okay. I really do see it. I see the team really flowing really well, and I think that if nothing happens and we stick to what we're doing right now and nothing happens, I think we'll get pretty far into the playoffs.
Yep, what Joel said.
Yeah. I was going to ask you. So they beat the Suns
Copy and
tonight.
paste.
Yep.
Talk to me about Jordan Hawkins. I think he's a player that is really stepped up outside of the big three names we discuss a lot. CL, you go to the games, you get close with him. Talk to us how important he is.
So I just want you to wrap your mind off the fact that this young man last year he was actually in college. Mm-hmm. He was actually in college last
year.
And I want you to, and a lot of times I make up phrases and I won't take credit for this one. But when I tell you this young man has the green light, he has the green light. And for all the, the mid fans, green light means whenever he gets it, it's okay for him to shoot it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the other night, he let it loose to the point where he had a career high score, and he's breaking rookie records for the Pelicans at the 3-point position. So, I mean, I think it's all up for us. Obviously, we had to trade Kyra. Shouts out to Kyra Lewis. Met his family in the pro store some years ago. They're actually from Mississippi. Shouts out to him and his family. Thank you for being a Pelican. We're so deep, we're trading players away for second-round picks. So I just want the Pelican fans to understand that the games are not very expensive. You can park wherever you want. Security is strong. Come into the Smoothie King Center. Come into a Friday night and understand that it's rocking on the inside. Please believe me.
And they take on the Suns tonight. And these games are on Fox, right?
Yes, it is.
They're broadcast locally.
No more Bally's.
That's big. Ballad. I want to stick around the NBA by looking at the rest of the Pel schedule to figure out exactly. Okay, we have the Suns tonight.
Kevin Durant.
Why they keep messing with my boy Durant? He don't want to do nothing with his hair. He don't want to go bald. They just keep messing with KD, dog. The Austin, Texas, great, right? He did his thing. Him and DJ Augusta.
Okay, Brother
Martin guy handling their business with Texas. So just to kind of look at, their regular season so far, they in the last 5 games they only lost twice, to the Nuggets and to the Mavericks. They beat the Warriors. Didn't have Draymond in that game, correct? Draymond came the week after.
Yep.
They beat the Warriors. And as they go into the Suns game, on Draymond, man, he was talking about on one of the podcasts. He was gonna dip on. He was like, "Man, I gotta just go ahead and get up out of here. There's just so much going on."
He just don't know how to keep his hands on him.
He's rich.
This is
that's what's going on.
Championship.
I'm just like, have we checked the
successful podcast?
Yeah, he might be ready.
Like, whatever.
All right, so
rich.
Let's look at he's rich, rich. Let's look at the Southwest standings right now. The Pelicans at the top, number 1 in the Southwest standings at 25 and 17. You got Dallas, which we We did beat them on the other day.
Yep.
They're 24-18, so you got to keep an eye on them all the time.
For sure.
Houston, we beat Houston when we played Houston.
We did.
That was back in was that back in
It was in.
It was a loss. No, we lost to Houston. That was
in Houston.
Yeah, that was the one that was in Houston. We lost to them 104 to 106. And then you have Memphis, which we lost to them.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's when John Moran came down with the whole subtweet Sean thing.
Yeah.
And then San Antonio and dead last. So I think that's one of the things that's more surprising. It looks like the Southwest has taken a turn. Right, we used to seeing San Antonio to the top, Memphis to the top.
Yep.
But now we have New Orleans at the top. What do we have to do to maintain that, CL?
Oh, that's very simple. All the New Orleans Pelicans have to do to stay at the top of the West of the Division Conference is stay healthy. Let me inform you that Matty Buckets is coming back very soon. Our best three-point shooter still haven't got clock minutes yet.
That's
Our
right.
best three-point shooter haven't even touched the floor yet, and we're breaking records in three-point shots in games.
Mm-hmm.
So the best is yet to come, my babies. The
Yep.
best is yet to come.
Anyway, y'all don't go anywhere. We in hour 2 and we rolling in hour 2. We got a couple more segments for y'all. We're going to get back on the local base, right? Regional base. LSU added some more coaches to their coaching staff.
Yep.
Tulane added some more coaches to their coaching staff. We're going to look at them. And then the segment after that, we're going to have my girl with the hair talk to us about some girls that's balling out here and they getting their NIL money too. Y'all watching. This segment was brought to you guys by Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stump Boulevard in Gretna, Louisiana.
Right.
CL going over there, baby.
I need to.
Yep. Y'all don't go anywhere. We're right here at Small Sliders, baby. Y'all make y'all way over here. Get y'all something to eat. Have lunch with us, baby. We'll be back. Inside the Trenches podcast.
I need my rim shining like that watch.
Girl, you're wonderful. Just gotta tell you so you always stay on my mind.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Fave Favorite with Inside the Trenches podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stump Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby. And let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches podcast with Marlon Big Fave Favorite. Watch out there now.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right. When you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody.
I just need to stop and stare. Taking all your beauty, baby, cause you're true. So amazing, this ain't even fair. Baby, don't you go nowhere.
Don't go.
Okay.
Stay. Yeah, we back at Small Sliders. We was jamming nowhere. Y'all got to come out here to hear the jams. We have fun in our
Pretty
jam
day.
sections for real, baby.
Real pretty day.
So we had to talk about the Saints today. We did the playoff picture. We got into all of that. Now I won't go to college because it's just so many great things happening here in the great state of Louisiana in terms of coaching. You look at Tulane, you look at LSU and the coaching changes that are made. Kind of wish that the Saints would do some of those same coaching changes, but they don't. I kind of hope that they do it with the Cowboys, but they don't always do it. We hope they do it. Well, she think they're pretty good the way they got things at Dillon right now. So we don't really have to mess with Dillon right now. But
Nice.
CL, you have Coach Raymond. He's back. Corey Raymond's back. You have Coach Kevin Peoples back in Louisiana. He was on staff in Missouri with Coach Blake Baker. And Coach Peoples is the edge wrestler. You have Coach Alston. He came down. This is his first time at LSU.
Right.
You like so far what LSU has been doing with the coaching staff?
Well, you know, I love the bring the boys home theme that they have going on right there. You know, obviously we spoke of Bo Nix. I'm sorry, wow. Bo Davis.
Bo Davis.
I got football on my mind. We spoke of Bo Davis, and obviously Corey has returned. I mean, I think it's really a good look. I think that's the smartest thing Kelly could have ever done was let the Louisiana boys take control, let a Frank Wilson continue to be a great recruiter that he is for the past few decades. You know, obviously getting Corey back, obviously getting Bo back. You know, keeping it Louisiana is the best thing that LSU could ever do, because now it teaches the kids that, hey, home is where the heart is, and maybe you should represent not only your city, not only your town, but this state. And I think that's a great move for the LSU Tigers.
And with this is big for recruiting. I know you have some nieces and nephews on the football end. This is huge because you essentially have a recruiting powerhouse. This is how Coach Saban had put metal fences around Louisiana when he was coaching here. Bo Davis, look how he built that defensive line at Texas, and here early on as a GA, just selling the program. Corey Raymond, when you look at Corey Raymond with not only like my co-host with LSU, Brandon Taylor, but Tyrann Mathieu of the New Orleans Saints, Patrick Peterson, he coached him. How big is that for LSU in terms of recruiting?
I mean, that's massive because our name LSU already rings bells. So the fact that he's now coming in with that type of experience, I think it's wonderful.
It is. You look at LSU from a defensive standpoint this year, what we were not able to accomplish.
Right.
Wasn't able to stop the run.
Right.
You had young cornerbacks. Sometimes they looked like they were out of place. And it just seemed, for the most part, Coach Matt House really couldn't get things in the rhythm.
Right.
Now that you have familiar faces back in the building, CL, what does this do for not only we talked about recruiting, but just preparation in the spring? Like when spring ball come around, do we see a well-tuned product on all three phases of the game?
Well, familiar faces creates comfortable spaces, right?
This is true.
And
I like that.
knowing that you guys are great. Knowing
my
that,
God.
you know,
Somebody
you want
order
to
a
see
milkshake.
something someone that you can associate with. You want to see somebody that actually maybe played the position in the past. You want to see somebody that they speak about in the meetings and in the dorm rooms before you even meet them. You want a person's reputation, a coach reputation to precede him before he gets to you. And I think that's what LSU has now. They have gentlemen that, you know what, I can Google, I can go back and look at film and say, okay, this coach made a difference in a Tyrann Mathieu's life.
Yeah.
This coach made a difference in a Patrick Peterson's life.
Yeah.
We're talking about first-round picks in the National Football League. So if you can inspire to look up to guys like that and coaches like that, then I'm not sure why you're playing the game. But this is exactly what LSU wanted to do, and I'm very proud of not only Kelly, Frank Wilson, and Corey, and Bo. I'm proud for the state as well.
It's huge for the state, and I love what this does for key players on this team. You look at Ashton Stamps, West Bank, a cornerback, had to step up in a major spot.
Right.
Guys like Harold Perkins, who we thought basically disappeared. He made some big plays this year, but wasn't utilized properly.
Coaching.
Let's take a look at this schedule. September 1st, LSU opens up with USC in Vegas. That's going to be a big game.
Nice.
LSU Sports Radio, if y'all listening, me, Brandon, and Hunt would love to come with you guys to Vegas for that game. I love Baton Rouge and recording in our studio, but I just wanted to put that on the atmosphere.
Shouts out to our sponsors.
That would be nice. Shouts out to our sponsors as well. Shouts out to all of them. Yes, indeed. So if y'all sponsors, I know y'all listening. Rick, if y'all
they listening.
The plane.
Yeah.
They listening.
First class.
You hear the sirens? They listening.
There we go.
That's a sign right there.
That's a sign.
That's a sign.
In the state, we got Nickel State. We play South Carolina this year at South Carolina. That's huge.
Yep.
September 21st, UCLA. They come here this time. That's big time. I like playing against South Alabama. We have a lot of local kids from Louisiana playing that. That'll be good for them to come back home. I want to skip through a couple of these games and go to some keynotes. Know that before we play Ole Miss, October 5th, we have a bye week.
2 byes this year, right?
Before Alabama, after Texas A&M as well.
Yep.
And then we finish the rest of the season up with Florida Vanderbilt. And last game is going to be against Oklahoma at Tiger Stadium. I cannot wait to do the pre and post game for that. I want to switch gears, y'all, here. We got a couple more minutes. Tulane. We don't speak enough about Tulane.
Yeah.
We do not.
I love what the green we showed.
We've come a long way.
CL got a nice Tulane green wave fit with the G Nikes with the Tulane color checks in them. He gonna roll through.
Count on Chris. So.
Look a wit jacket. Like
Green.
she came on the set.
Okay.
Repping
love it.
Tulane, baby. Shouts out to my boy John Summerall. Been knowing him for a while with Conquer Sports Pros. He's been evaluating and looking at our players. He got the head job. They brought in Brock Hayes, local guy, attended Landry, right here on the West Bank. And D'Angelo Collins, who served in a scouting department and as an analyst at LSU for a while.
Yep.
They did some rehires. You bring back J.J. McClustering, Saints wide receiver. Son's a dog, too. Played with the Saints for a little hot second.
Yep.
You bring back Sheridan Carter. Listen, I'm giving flowers right here on this show.
Do it.
Sheridan, if you're listening, brother, I'm giving you props. I know we brag on Joe Brady a lot and what he did at LSU and he was doing at Buffalo, but Sheridan is just as well as a good offensive play caller and know how to coach the position. He was under Sean Payton for 12 years.
Right.
Then went to LSU, won him a natty. At Tulane, helped with their rebuild under Coach Fitz. So now he's back in a saddle. So that's huge for Tulane. I went over the name, CL. I want to go to you first. Man, how big is this for Tulane to really make a lateral move at the head coaching position?
Well, but I also want to second what you said about the gentleman and what he's done. I mean, I want you to think about how good Pratt played this year, right? I want you to think about last year, how good Tajay Spears ended up being a third-round pick played. I want you to think about how Malika Hughes played this year in this offense.
Yeah.
I think you're tremendously right when we don't give enough credit to Tulane and what they have done in the past 2 years. And might I say must-see TV in New Orleans? So I think it's very important to get them boys uptown all their flowers because we are nationally on par with Power 5 conference teams being in New Orleans. You tell me one Power Conference team that's uptown New Orleans.
That's tight, bro. Now
that's a beautiful situation. Shouts out to Tulane, Green Wave, and everybody that made it possible, and for my sweatshirt. Thank y'all very much.
Straight up. Hey, so Tulane, y'all heard that my man he liked the full color. He want the green with the color. He don't want the gray with the light in it, right?
Yeah, I've been down with Green Wave since '98, since the 12-0 season. Sean King, Noel Ellis, Tony Carter, Jerry Phillips, Ezab. I mean,
Tony Converse.
Tony Converse.
Yep.
I mean, it was a blessing to be. We actually had a little small reminiscent reunion last night in the shop about that '98 season and how great of a season it was in Tulane. And I see that moving forward for Tulane as well with Coach Summerall.
That is true. Whitney, we got a couple minutes left in the segment. Uptown New Orleans,
Yep.
right? Like you think about when they first built the stadium back there, just taking that risk. I mean, you're in a very ritzy part of the city. I mean, how big is that for the economy in the area?
I mean, that's smart, first of
Okay.
all. Sometimes, we overlook the fact that we have some of the most interesting infrastructure in Uptown, and like,
Yeah, you're right.
and
All the way right.
why not, build something in that area. And I also just want to mention, shout out to Congressman Troy Carter, who represents Algiers. He is doing, he was pushing, I remember in the beginning, that Ninth Ward Stadium. That's still in the works.
Okay.
So that's going to be a hub for a lot of our local football teams and like our park ball and stuff like that. So, it's beautiful to see that our city can be used in a way to expand our reach in the sports world, and economically, you know what I mean? So
Very well said. Very well said.
I love it. Well, we just getting started here. Even though it's the end of the show, we just getting started. She ball, baby. That's right. On 3, women's NIL top 100. Whitney gonna talk a little bit about that to us. Then it's carnival time.
hey, everybody has
Man, we'll talk about these Mardi Gras parades starting this week and on through. And I'm gonna perform a little bit after. Y'all watching Inside the Trenches podcast right here at Small Sliders. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be back.
I'm putting in work and I'm laying my stamp. I'm doing these shows across the globe. No cap in my rap. Truth be told, rings of gold. Raising the 504 with the 225 minutes.
Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Favorite. And when I'm hungry, I like to make my way to Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Simple on purpose. When I tell you their burgers are delicious, have some great sauce on them, I'm telling you, when you're just hungry and just need to grab a quick bite, this is the perfect place for you. Small Sliders. The customer service is nice. It's somewhere you can bring the family, hang out and chill, enjoy the atmosphere. Now I'm a big boy, so when I like to take my Small Sliders, I like to get the biggest smalls. Double patties, bacon, cheese, you name it. Just a delicious burger. And I like to top it off with my favorite, the cookies and cream milkshake. There are 3 delicious flavors: milkshake, chocolate, vanilla, and cookies and cream. Small Sliders. Simple on purpose. Y'all come on and slide through, baby. And let them know that you heard about them on Inside the Trenches with your boy Marlon, Big Favorite. Watch out there now.
Step Construction is here for you with a brand new offer. We now provide affordable storage sheds. Stop wasting your money on overpriced storage units and portable containers. Step Construction can provide you with a custom shed that will fit your budget and storage needs. So contact Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 for your own personal quote. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
It's your boy Marlon, Big Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at BigFave504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Step Construction is here for you with a brand new offer. We now provide affordable storage sheds. Stop wasting your money on overpriced storage units and portable containers. Step Construction can provide you with a custom shed that will fit your budget and storage needs. So contact Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 for your own personal quote. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
Inside the Trenches podcast, baby. Beautiful weather, beautiful scene here at 1635 Barataria Boulevard in Marrero. Talk to me now.
Hey.
Yeah, see, it's just automatic, you know.
Real slow.
Hear that drop is just automatic. Speaking of drop, I told my wife I want to get a drop top vehicle.
Yeah.
And you know, it could be used. Yeah, because you know the weather will change up and we'll have an opportunity.
Bro, blowing in the wind.
Yeah, all
and
that
I know
stuff.
who to holler at.
Who we gotta holler? What, over there 1512 North Causeway?
North Causeway in Metry, like some of y'all say, Metry.
Metry.
But yeah, my boy will take care of you, you know, especially as we wait on our little refund checks. That's probably gonna be your first
it
place.
is that time.
First place you might want to hit up to get your son, your wife, your daughter, your girlfriend, your side chick, anybody.
My
side chick needs some love too.
X5 for the baby mom.
Listen, baby mamas, all y'all, Alberto Montero, 1512 North Causeway, he will get you right.
Yeah, that's right. Now with me, CL, and Joel, we was on this show at least 2 segments in the last 2 months, and we were bragging on these young men coming out of high school and in the transfer portal and the NIL deals.
Yeah, man.
But what about the ladies? She ball too, don't she?
She balls. Okay.
So what's going on over
the money long over in
not like money long, huh?
like money long. Let me tell you something. Livy Dunn. You ready? Guess what Livy Dunn? Raking in. Go ahead, guess.
3 million.
Close. You're real close.
3.5 million.
3.5 NIL valuation, my dog.
You know how my guess was so accurate?
Cause you watching it. You cheating. Cause you cheating. Cause you cheating.
I started to close my eyes, but then I got glasses on, so they couldn't tell either way it goes.
But I sees y'all. Not only Livy though. Livy ain't the only one representing for LSU. You got my girl Angel. Angel not far behind, but it's a significant jump. 1.7 mil. That's a lot of money, y'all. Like, and these again, not girls who are in professional spaces. Like, yeah, you're a professional in a sense, but you're not in the league.
Still a collegiate
association.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not there yet. So it's beautiful to see these girls making that type of money. You got Flauge making her ends 1.1 million. But it's interesting to look at how many followers people are like really tapping into what these girls are doing.
And yeah, I didn't know that Livy Dunn had 12.4 million followers. I mean, I knew she was up there, but I didn't realize she was that
Livy
popular.
Has isn't this the gymnast? The gymnast, correct?
Correct.
Livy, she I mean, yeah, I would want to be a little, baby Livy and look up to her and be like, oh my God, that's so dope. You know what I mean? If I'm on TikTok and all these other places,
Hell yeah.
especially because that's what the girls are watching. The girls and boys are on the TikToks, the TikToks. Angel Reese too.
The TikToks.
You know what I'm saying? 2.2 million
on Instagram and TikTok. I mean, it's and CL, bro. I'm looking at how the Tigers is just killing the game.
Yes.
I mean, the first three ladies on this list are LSU Tigers.
LSU Tigers.
You definitely need to strike while the iron is hot. Clearly, the Lady Bengals, they hot.
The Bengals, the Bayou Bengals, baby.
Bayou Bengals.
You can't be mad at that.
Y'all heard the fire trucks just passed? That's how hot they are right now.
Exactly. Exactly.
And like I thought that this would be an interesting topic as well, just because it just lets you know how far sports has gotten from a collegiate standpoint and high school. If you look at the grand scheme of things, because some of these deals start being negotiated
at the high school level,
right?
And I hope, this is my wish for it. My wish is for the young ladies, not only of New Orleans, Louisiana, or of any city in America. This can be your goal. This is something that you can inspire to. If these young ladies are making millions of dollars still in college, baby, don't you think you should go to college? Just give it a try. So I'm very inspired by the young ladies of LSU and all the NIL ladies and all the ladies that play ball, because it's really showing the young ladies that there's other avenues to
setting
get
an
big
example,
bread.
for sure.
To get big bread.
For sure.
Now, Caitlin Clark, she's fifth on this list. Iowa, she has 1.1 million in an evaluation of a little bit over 800K.
Right.
Now, I'm more than sure, and this is an interesting piece. She's not as outgoing as these ladies. Like Angel Reese is constantly taking pictures on TikTok. Livy Dunn, she's basically a supermodel when she's not playing basketball.
They're using their fame and their personality and all of it to their advantage.
Right.
And I don't see why not. I mean, it literally NIL, name, image,
exactly.
likeness.
That's what it's called.
You better give me my money because I look good.
Give me my money. You what?
Give me my money because you like me and you think I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
That is huge.
Hello?
It does. And I think Flaugier Johnson is very interesting because, I mean, you have Angel. She's like a supermodel. She did the Sports Illustrated. We said the same thing about Livy. You got Haley Van Dunn. She just came over. Her value. She's 7 on this list. Another Tiger. But, you know, I make this point, and of course you have Gina Bullock. She's excuse me, I meant to say Arenas. Eleanor Arenas, Junior, LSU, 1.4.
And you were 1.4. So that's crazy.
Right.
That's a lot of money.
They better be taking finance class.
You have to.
Jeez.
But I brought up Flaugier because she's an artist.
She is.
So, and she was on before then. Like, she was on television at what that was, America's Got Talent. She signed a deal with Rock Nation. So she just really brings a different element to it.
And she's relatable. Not only, you know, that she's, you know, been out here as an artist and rapping and stuff. And she's actually good. It's not just like no fluffy, no offense to the girls who rely on the looks to get in their rap career, but she a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I love that. I love to see when the girls are actually like giving the dudes a run for their money when it comes to the pen. If she, you know, if she doesn't write, I don't know how.
She got bars, man. That Red Bull freestyle was so
good.
Yeah, she's nice.
Good. So yeah.
You got the number to the field house? Because the money that them girls, do I still got
field
some the field house? Do I still got some eligibility?
I think you might have a little eligibility.
I need it. If I could make a meal in y'all couldn't have gave me $1,000 in college.
You right.
You gonna give me
them the refund checks. I used to be like, oh Lord, my little refund. No, they don't have to worry about that.
Shout out to them young ladies for keeping their head, because I'm telling you now, CL in college, $1 million, I would have lost my mind. You understand me? And everybody with me would have too. So shouts out to them. Shouts out to them young ladies for being able to just to keep their head inside their hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Y'all couldn't tell me. Y'all can't tell me nothing now.
That's
So
what I'm
imagine if I had $1 million in college.
You now?
Oh my God. And y'all, I'm straight now. $1 million in college?
It's funny to think about because what other this is like the best incentive. That's why last week when we were talking about a couple of the players. I know Mason Smith was one of the players that stood out the most, leaving prematurely.
Right.
Like, don't leave this security. Like, we're talking about these girls' annual NIL value, but they're not spending no money on their living situation. They're still on a full scholarship. So I think that's unique when you look at it from that perspective. Man, we got so much to get into with the rest of this show. I know that we're gonna talk about it's carnival time down here. It's Mardi Gras season.
Mardi Gras.
We're gonna get into a little bit of that. What parades to go to, those different routes. We're gonna get into that.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna flip a coin. I don't know if it's gonna be my love or nowhere. And we have a coin.
We have a blue.
If y'all make your way small sliders, Wood has it in her hand. With the purchase of I think it's this is it
free smalls or queso with purchase, with any purchase, I guess.
with any purchase, so you'll get that along. So you just show them the bloom.
Yeah.
I think when you buy the king cake shake, they start giving you those. So the smalls is
And I
off the
heard it
chain.
hits. Okay. Right.
It really does.
It
but
is carnival time.
I thought it was important that we talk about these women when me and Whitney production meeting because we have been spending a lot of time on with the high school football players are going, and just to know that the girls are balling the same. So
right.
We're gonna take a quick break here. Again, this segment was brought to you guys by Montero Motors, 1512 North Causeway Boulevard, baby, in Metairie. This was man, the time flies.
Flies when you're sure having fun.
That was it. So I mean, since we're still in the last segment here, I'll be performing next, and I don't want y'all to forget we did talk about. See, y'all got to bear with us. We just started this 2-hour show, so the time just flies.
Let me ask you something.
Talk to me.
Last time I saw you at a certain parade, you performed and shot a certain video. Is that something that's gonna happen?
Now 9 Tops coming up.
Why would we do that? 9 Tops.
9 Tops.
Nom Top.
Nom Top.
I know what it's called, but I said why we do that. Why we do that? 9 Tops.
I don't know.
Well,
because it comes twice.
Well, why we say Chapatulas? Why we say
That's how you say it.
Why we say Ursulon?
Now this weekend,
why we say Terpsichore?
They have the in the Maryland. There's a parade.
Why we say Burgundy?
There's a parade.
So it ain't Burgundy.
I thought that's a color. You gonna come out with that burgundy jumpsuit next week?
That Burgundy.
But Marini, there's a parade there. The crew of Chewbacca's.
Yeah, shout out to
7 p.m.
Chewbacca.
So shout out to them. That's this Saturday.
Yeah,
starts for 7 p.m. It's gonna be freezing.
There's
tomorrow.
There's a freeze. I don't know when it will.
God bless everybody involved. What is your go-to parade with?
My go-to parade would have to be Zulu, only because of the memories, like when you young, on the neck of your daddy, you know what I mean? You're trying to, it's memories for me. It's more nostalgic than anything else.
What about you, Faye?
Nam Top.
Oh,
that's mine. Wow. Nam Top parade is the one. I love Bacchus. I love Zulu as well. I didn't realize all these parades.
We
in it, baby. Mardi Gras is early.
So
Mardi Gras is early. We in it. We in it
right now.
We in the mix.
Oh, we got the Creole Queens. Shouts out to Keisha and all my family.
So
that's
we gonna stand by for that one. Stand by for that one. Stand by.
Wait, tell me that. When is Muse?
Muse.
Thursday night?
Yeah, that's the 8th. That Thursday.
Gotta get that high heel.
That's the one right there.
The heel.
Oh, for sure. They take the ladies love me at Muses. They take care of me every year.
It's Babylon,
shouts out to
Chaos, and Muse. So it start at 5:30 and it just flow through that Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, I'll jump in and tell y'all, it is very special to me. Both parades are very special to me. Zulu is very special to me because I'm from downtown, and I can remember, God bless the day, my auntie Laura used to wake us up early and bring us in the Lafitte Project to catch Zulu right there on Orleans. And I used to dislike her for it, but now, you know,
That's the
obviously
best
I'm older.
place to catch
right,
it.
now
Honestly,
I'm older.
I like Canal too, though. I like
well,
a Canal.
what's crazy was my uncle protected Dutch Moriel, so I pretty much grew up in Yalya Hall. I've watched probably all of Mardi Gras. There's this saying that says there's two ways to watch Mardi Gras. You either looking up or you looking down. And for a large part of my life, I looked down. I'm grateful for that.
Well, we're gonna continue to look up high, baby. Get a God, all the praise in the world, and we want to thank y'all for joining us for another episode of Inside the Trenches. I want y'all to stick around. We'll do a little performance at the end. Our food is just staring at us over there, so I know we're ready to go eat.
That's why they keep cutting me off, y'all. They hungry.
We want to thank Small Sliders for all that they do for the show. Crown Car Wash, Montero Motors, Conquer Sports, all our sponsors. I want to thank my co-host here, Joe. He had the dip. Shouts out to What the Hell, my main man CL. For Mike at the studio. Shouts out to y'all, baby.
Shouts
Mike
out
at
to
the
Baby
studio. Shouts out to my man Tarek over here making things roll. Rashad, both everybody that came.
Mike in the studio.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, my baby.
Good to see you.
How you doing?
Shouts out to all of our guests here and all of the customers coming in Small Sliders, the cooks back there, Rick and Rob. Y'all don't remember anything we talked about today? Remember, God is love. We'll be back next week. Same place, same time. We're going to have us some fun.
Be safe.
Somebody get this boy bigger.
Oh, we're going to take it back to Whitney on this one? Call tuning them. Let's get it. Oh, big dog. Big as a gorilla. West Bank, man, I grew up by that villa. You eat the ball or you basic all racist. Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at BigFave504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Step Construction is here for you with a brand new offer. We now provide affordable storage sheds. Stop wasting your money on overpriced storage units and portable containers. Step Construction can provide you with a custom shed that will fit your budget and storage needs. So contact Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 for your own personal quote. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Piccolo at Godwin Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Piccolo and the folks over at Godwin Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwinrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwin Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the Red Lip Talk podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Red Lip Talk Podcast. Mwah!
Mic check, 1 2. 1 2 3. Mic check, 1 2 1 2 3. What's happening, Small Sliders workers? How y'all doing in there, baby? We're about to get this party started. About to perform our new single, My Love, featuring Cupid. Do the Cupid shuffle.
95 trying to see my lady. Haters gon' hate, you know they're shady. You're the only one that I call baby. Baby, don't take your love away. 'Cause I might go crazy. I might lose my mind.
Oh, there we go. All right, we're gonna get this thing started. Come on. Doing 95 trying to see my lady. I see you. Haters gon' hate, you know that's shady. Oh, you're the only one that I call baby. Baby, don't take your love away. 'Cause I might go crazy. I might lose my mind. You're my everyday. Come on. Just imagine if you're not here, I wouldn't be able to think clear. Listen, come on. And don't you forget it. Don't you forget my love, 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 love. Oh, love. And don't you forget it. Don't you forget my love, 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 love. When you pass that back, it's looking right in those jeans. You're moving it fast, shaped like an hourglass. Conversation heavy, loud and clear. The vibe is right, dancing through the night. Catch a flight in the AM. Girl, what is you saying? Like, where is you staying? We can go all night, and don't you forget it. Don't you forget my love, 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 love. Oh, love. And don't you forget it. Don't you forget my love, 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 love. I see you, CL. Oh, love. And don't you forget it. Don't you forget my love, 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 love. Oh, love. And don't you forget it. Don't you forget my love. And don't you forget it. Don't you forget my love, love, love. Oh, love. Come on. Love. Thank you. Live at Small Sliders, baby.
Oh yeah. Stellar must have did this beat.
For the radio, hello.
It's your boy Marlon, Big Favorite, and Inside the Trenches podcast is back, baby. We back. Y'all make sure y'all check us out for excellent season, and you can check us out on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Y'all make sure y'all follow me at BigFave504. We back at it, baby. We in them trenches.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-40